Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Thursday, the 8th of May, 2025, coming off of yesterday's marathon, which, as I admitted in last night's Daily Wrap, was completely derailed by my detractors, had some very unsuccessful segments, upset a lot of people, including me and others, and obviously there was no way that I was ever going to recover from that because the damage was done and everyone hates me. Now, allow me to tell you about today, which was an incredibly successful day of positivity and fun. I love my job and I love you guys because every single time that idiots, right, try to basically pee in my lake, I say, ha, okay, it's kind of bad, except there's a lake. Get it? Maybe you temporarily did something that was negative towards me, but it never permanently affects me in any way, shape, or form. I always recover. And today was definitely a case of that. Let's talk. Okay. So, on today's Level 1 podcast, first of all, yes, we did talk about yesterday's marathon and lessons learned. Lesson 1, next marathon, I'm controlling it. Meaning, I picked the games, I picked the format, I picked the timing of everything, and I'll be sure that it's going to be entertaining to all of us. It's not going to be, games that don't fit or whatever. We're going to have a themed event, something that'll be fun. It might not even be games. Hence, perhaps we'll even look into doing the Closet Festival, which a lot of people wish that I had done yesterday anyway. Okay. Number 2, I got 2 games out of yesterday's marathon, both the American Trucking Simulator and Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door, both of which you guys seem to be interested in for future playthroughs, so we may actually do them. So good things did come out of yesterday. Then we had game news today, including a story about Pal World still being sued by Nintendo and having to continuously change their game because of it. In addition to that, there was a story about Mafia because the new Mafia called The Old World had a trailer released today. And I watched the trailer, reacted to it, and also talked about the information that they released about the game. So, some good stuff on the podcast. Now, sadly, I haven't had time to do any highlights. All right. Maybe I'll try to squeeze in some time tonight where I can edit some highlights out. Maybe I can come to stream a little bit earlier tomorrow and do some editing. I just haven't had a chance. I've been so dang busy, but maybe I'll see because I think both of those stories are good stories as highlights that maybe I could upload, say, tomorrow that you guys could check out over the weekend if you didn't watch the whole podcast. Probably good stuff to get some attention. Okay. Anyway, then we started up with Clair Obscure Expedition 33. Major development in the game today. Humongous story repercussions. Also, some really awesome optional boss fights and a fun new dungeon and environment. If you didn't see it, you're going to want to get caught up. It was really good. I think you're really going to enjoy this segment of Clair Obscure. Let me just put it this way. Everything has changed. Literally, we've started to get answers about the big questions in the game so far. Keep in mind that we're between 15 and 20 hours into it. I know it says that we're 12 parts in, but you have to understand that these parts have been longer than an hour. Like a lot of these parts have been an hour and a half. So we're probably around 15 to 20 hours into the playthrough at this point. And today we actually completed Act 1. I don't know how many acts the game have, but we had great progress. Okay. And people rallied and we got enough support. We hit a goal. So we're back into momentum. We actually had 54 goals hit as of that first stream. Then on the late stream tonight, it was the return of Minecraft Java Edition with mods. And at first, admittedly, I was having ridiculous problems because I couldn't get this stupid controller mod to work with it. And it was driving me nuts because I was doing everything that I had been told by multiple different people saying this should work, and it wasn't working. So I sat here with people for about 15 minutes again when the stream started. And finally, I figured it out. There was another missing file that needed to be installed that no one knew about. So I installed this missing file and this and that, got the controller mod to work. So what did we do tonight in Minecraft? Well, a good amount. We gathered quite a lot of livestock to my camp. In fact, I say my camp, my house. In fact, we made a trip across the area to the closest village. We investigated what was going on in said village. We grabbed a bunch of plants, like we got some carrots, we got other things, so that basically now we have the ingredients that we need not only to farm, but also to get the livestock to come to my place. So we did that. Then we actually recruited the livestock. We got multiple sheep, multiple pigs, multiple chickens, and also some horses. We started getting those to reproduce. So now we're going to have these resources that we're going to need, valuables, okay, coming up. So good progress there. It also rained. So we ended up fighting off some more spiders to get some thread, and then we made some more uh fishing rods and did some fishing and a few other things. Basically, we got some odds and ends done. We're getting set up that next time that we play, it looks like that we'll be jumping into probably setting up an initial farm. Okay. Great chill vibes, lots of fun conversation, and we hit the goal again. So now we are at 55 out of 60 goals hit. We are well on our way to doing DSP Tries It way early next week, which would be great if we did. Thank you so much for keeping that momentum going. I really appreciate all of you who come out to the Minecraft streams, particularly one very generous person gifting a whole bunch of subs on Kick. Made my night, obviously. Thank you all so very much. Let's keep that momentum going. Tomorrow, Friday, is my final streaming day of the week. What a week it's been. Saturday to Friday, 7 straight days. What are we doing tomorrow? Tomorrow, Level 1 podcast, where, of course, we'll probably do a little bit of catch-up. We'll see if there's any game news. Maybe it'll be chill vibes. I do want to talk about what to do on Friday night, because I actually don't concretely know what we're doing Friday night yet, but we'll probably figure that out on the podcast. Then, the first stream is more blueprints. Now, we have completed the blueprints base game, meaning we have unlocked room 46. We saw the credits roll. But we have to do another run to actually get into the room because the game cut off and didn't show us what's in there. And apparently there's major stuff, story developments, and all kinds of stuff in that room. Also, we have unlocked a whole other mystery of stuff underneath the mansion when it comes to a reservoir and water levels that might let us get into a secret area that's part of the plot. So the game continues. We are not done by a long shot. I hope you'll join me for a chill, fun, interactive blueprint stream tomorrow after the podcast, okay? Tomorrow night, up in the air. There will be indie games played, but the question is what? We have so many indie games that we've played that are great, right? Balatro. To go back to that for a night would be amazing. We could resume Dave the Diver from earlier in the week, although admittedly, played it Monday night and it didn't work when it came to engagement and support. So should I play it again? I'm not so sure. We had a great game from the marathon yesterday, American Trucking Simulator, which you guys really liked. Like, you guys legit really enjoyed chilling with me as I played this game. So maybe that's what we do, right? I'm not sure. I'm actually bringing it up right now because I don't know the difference. It's actually American Truck Simulator. So we have the demo, right? I don't know what the main game has. It's $20, the real game. I don't know the difference between the demo and the real game, but we had a great time with it. Maybe it'll be fun to do it tomorrow and just chill and interact while I drive around and deliver stuff. Late night chill kind of stream. People are saying this is a very popular game with many different streamers. So I guess the question is, what do we do? Join me for the podcast tomorrow morning. Let's talk about it. Let's figure it out, and then we'll lock it in. Keep in mind, next week, fighting games will return on Fridays because next week is the release of Capcom Fighting Collection 2, which has Capcom vs. SNK 2, Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper, among other fighting games. So there will be classic fighting games returning next week, okay? So tomorrow, final streaming day of the week. Let's end it strong. Let's end it with fun, interactive streams, great support. Let's end it on a high note. Thank you all for bouncing back today. Like, today was amazing because after being so trolled and annoyed during my marathon on Wednesday, to have a really awesome day of positivity and fun with the audience was great today. And I hope that we'll continue that over the next week. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. Enjoy the gameplay. See you tomorrow for the final day of the week. Peace out.